Hey everyone, passing you back for another review. I'm Mehrdad, stay with me and do not be alone in the dark.
Detective, I was wondering when you were going to show up. Mrs. Thompson told me you were here. I understand you are working for Jeremy Hartwood's niece.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean...
The narrative of Alone in the Dark is one of its shining points. It skillfully unveils the mysterious cloud lurking within the walls of their citadel. The plot weaves a web of intrigue, though it's not without its flaws. There are noticeable gaps that leave us yearning for more, particularly the unresolved fate of the game's enigmatic villain, the Darkman. While the story captivates, it falls short of sealing its potential greatness.
And Miss Hartwood, that is your name, isn't it? I would be terribly embarrassed if it wasn't.
You're right. Emily Hartwood, Jeremy's niece. Nice to meet you.
Ruth Talon.
My uncle's not well, Mr. Carnby. I want to make sure
The soundtrack deserves applause, earning a standing ovation for its ability to immerse players in a world of dread and suspense. Each track is meticulously crafted, resonating with the game's dark theme and enhancing the overall experience.
a gun?
Yeah? You think it'll actually come to that?
No. But you might need to wave it around depending on how agreeable the staff will be.
Paranormal, even.
Detective, I really need you to get yourself together. I can't do this alone.
Forget it. I'll figure it out.
The voice acting roster boasts commendable performance, with David Harbour's portrayal of Carnby being a standout. However, the voice work for the protagonist Emily lacks the same fervor, detracting from the character's believability.
Detective, are you gonna be alright?
Yeah, of course. Go talk to Dr. Gray. We'll rendezvous later.
Alone in the Dark proves that graphics aren't the be-all and end-all. The game's artistic visuals are a testament to it, offering a unique aesthetic that doesn't vie for realism, but rather complements the game. It's a refreshing take that distances itself from the graphical arms race often seen in titles like Resident Evil. The gameplay presents a dichotomy that might split opinion. For some, the puzzles and hidden sections have layers of depth, making the exploration both challenging and rewarding. The gunplay, while adequate, hints at missed opportunities for refinement.
Feel very nostalgic.
Despite its strengths, the story doesn't reach the pinnacle of its genre. Playing as either Edward Carnby or Emily Hartwood yields a similar journey, lacking the narrative divergence seen in games like Resident Evil 2 Remake. This, coupled with repetitive dialogues, can mar the storytelling experience.
The Astarte Artist Colony. I'm pretty sure they had a Mardi Gras crew called the Pirates of Pontchartrain when I was a child.
Judy Comer's voice acting feels artificial, failing to convey the emotional depth required for a protagonist. This superficial treatment undermines the character's presence and the player's connection.
I received a disturbing letter from Jeremy accusing the staff and all the other patients of being involved in some cult. And now they are also out to get him.
Could it be real? Or is it all just in his head?
The gameplay suffers from uniformity. Regardless of the chosen character, the puzzles and locales remain unchanged, diminishing the replay value. The gunplay, though functional, lacks the innovation and excitement that could elevate the combat experience. The game's adversaries lack diversity, leading to predictable encounters. A broader spectrum of foes would have introduced additional challenge and enriched the combat dynamics.
I heard you're trying to break Jeremy's promise to the Dark Man.
Emily?
Alone in the Dark is a good survival horror. Its atmospheric storytelling and sound design are highlights. But the game doesn't quite escape the shadow of its shortcomings. With a more polished narrative and gameplay, it could stand tall among the titans of the horror genre. As it stands, it's a journey worth taking for those who dare to walk the dark corridors of their city. And my final score for Alone in the Dark is 6.5 out of 10.
You'll have to run, Emily! You'll have to run!
My God!